Hi! So I've just been watching Kung Fu Panda, with a Netflix series, if you're wondering. And in this episode, Tigress is trying to do Kung Fu like Master Shifu, right? And she can't get it because she's a tiger, not a hamster. Is Master Shifu a hamster? I don't know. Anyways, so she can't get it, and the turtle, being the wise old turtle, comes to Tigress while she's upset, and he said, you know what, not only did you disappoint Master Shifu, you also disappointed yourself. Obviously the turtle never failed to impress you, and he comes out with, you can never be Master Shifu, you can never fight like Shifu, but can you be Tigress? And that was a ding 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 point in my head, and I just had to come up and make a video because this is about, can you be yourself? You don't have to be a wild child to be yourself. I really don't want to leave you at that, you know. But it's a really difficult topic to talk about because it's about being you. But I'll give you a step that you can start with if you are going through a journey of becoming yourself. Here's a good advice to start with, and that is to accept yourself, not only the bad or the good, because I realize that some people struggle more to be positive about themselves or to accept the good things that they bring into life. So some people struggle to say that, oh, I'm such a good singer, and they just criticize themselves. And for some people, they're so like, I'm so amazing, I'm perfect, you know, and they need to learn how to accept their imperfections about themselves. That is the start of being yourself, is that you gotta accept things that you are not accepting. So for some people who say, oh, you are so vain for flattering yourself so much, it's like, that's fine, you can be vain and flatter yourself, but you also have to acknowledge the things that is a negative trait about yourself. It doesn't mean that you're putting yourself down and you think, do I just stay like this? No, you don't stay like this because you can always change. Here's the thing with me, right? I am super honest, but it took me to lie to my parents for me to realize, you know what, I don't really like lying. So now I literally just live a transparent life where I can just say what I mean, and it makes me become a bad person because I realize that if somebody asks me about this specific experience, I'm gonna have to tell this person. I can't lie about anything. And so but it took me to lie to realize that I don't want to be a liar. There was this one time where I was trying to talk David out or something. Like, I was upset with him and I was just saying some stuff, and like my head was just like, ha ha ha, like, how can I make him feel bad? He's amazing. He's also very transparent and very honest, and he comes out with saying, why are you being so so he goes, why are you being so manipulative? Instead of fighting it, I was like, you know what, I am being so manipulative. You just accept it, and then I'm not manipulative anymore because you realize that you were, and how it doesn't work, and how people do feel manipulated. I think it helps for me that the one skill that I acquired first was transparency, and some people might acquire that last, and I definitely know some people who would. But for me, transparency was like first, so that's probably why it is super fast for me to go through stuff. And that's probably why I'm so young and I just have nothing to worry about anymore. I'm not afraid of fear anymore. I'm not afraid of the bad things about me because I realized that you can change it, or you can develop and grow it into a positive thing about yourself. And I practice being honest. So when I once used to want to be a painter and I was like, oh my god guys, I'm gonna open this Facebook group, no, not group. I'm gonna open my own fan page and put my art up there. And then there's this one woman who's my grandmom's friend. She lives in Canada and she was like loving my artwork. She came over once and I had stopped posting on it for so long, and she said, "Why aren't you doing anymore?" And I said, "Because of anxiety." It's like, I just don't feel like I'm good enough. And that's the thing. I'm not gonna give excuses to why I stopped. I felt I didn't like my artwork, my own artwork. Even if she did, I didn't like it. Like, I'm not gonna post it if I don't like it. And so the more I talk about that I have anxiety, the more that I have to work on it, because I don't want to be telling people that I have anxiety for the rest of my life, right? And I have to be honest about it, so I can't lie to people that I don't have anxiety and that I'm super duper confident and that, you know what, painting's just not for me. It's like, no, it's like, no, I hate my painting, I hate myself, you know. It's just that it's just that, and that is why I am here today. This is why I love myself. This is why my painting, I love it so much now. This is why I am on YouTube. It's because I said that I have anxiety and that I hated myself and all these things, and accepted that this is how I felt, and I worked on it. And I think that you cannot work on yourself without knowing the actual problem. It's like, okay, let's solve something. It's like, there's a million freaking things that you can solve, but what are you gonna solve? You gotta identify the problem first, and that's what people is afraid of, is identifying it and saying, you know what? I suffer depression. It's like, everybody suffered depression. It's like, you know what? I am an impulsive liar. It's like, a lot of people lie. A lot of people. You don't understand. That's where you start. You accept all the stuff that you're not accepting about yourself, and then you start from that. That's your starting line. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that was extremely helpful. And if it was, please tell me. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.